Hello guys, welcome. I am Samantha the Introvert and today I want to give you my personal recap on episode 5 of the X Morning. So let's get into it. Okay, we went back in time as usual where these two lovers went to Tamtawan's family home, but before entering the house, Tamtawan tells Padapi to focus on just work. But even though they set this rule, we see that was not what happened because clearly Potapi could not resist Tamtawan. Then we see at the present day when Potapi went to Tamtawan's place to work, but when he got inside, he saw everyone else because Potapi honestly thought it would be just him and Tamtawan. Tamtawan sees how disappointed Potapi is when seeing everyone else. Okay, they got deep into the work but couldn't finish because Glasses Guy fell ill and he had to pause the entire thing. But before that happened, the girls asked about the blue sofa that did not match with the decor, and Tamtawan said years ago someone hated the wooden chair that he had. They even made a comment saying that the sofa was a love nest for Tamtawan and Potapi, indicating they had sex on it, but Patapi shut them up and told them to just focus on just work. They talked, and after that, we went to see Glasses Guy, who kept coughing, then he got up and fainted. They took Glasses Guy to the hospital and ended up coming back late. They then looked at Patapi because they almost done with their work but asked Patapi if he's okay with everything because it is his show, and at this point in time it is the first time Patapi said that he is okay but then told them he finds a fault that needs to be changed. Patapi was a bit concerned to say anything, but he also can't let it go without telling his thoughts, and everyone understood. The girls ended up saying that they will redo part of the work, like a part of the show, and in the next day, but then leaves the both Patapi and Tamtawan. The girls left, but now that it's just the two of them, Tamtawan is making it very obvious that he's flirting with Patapi by unbuttoning his shirt to see his chest. To add more temptation overload, Tamtawan took his shirt off and right in front of Patapi. This point in time, Tamtawan is giving Patapi what he thought he came for. Then when Tamtawan was in the bathroom, he purposely left what he wanted to lure Patapi in, but Patapi didn't fall for it. But instead of wearing a towel wrapped around his bosoms, Homeboy took it upon himself and he came out completely naked. Let me tell you something, this is the closest to naked we'll ever see Singto. Tamtawan went in the bathroom and then successfully called Patapi again in the bathroom. Turns out the thing that he wanted was a salt scrub that Patapi's mother made, and Tamtawan just wants Patapi to rub it on his body. Let's just say Tamtawan's plan worked, and now Patapi is completely undressed and joining Tamtawan in the tub. Things was going great and they were about to kiss until a cat interrupted them. Now this is an important question. Is this Chris' cat? Because I know he has many cats, but he could have had more. We know the public knows of Pluto. Then we went back to the day when we were supposed to do work, but Patapi had other plans. It's also the time they first met the cat, which turns out to be a stray cat. The cat name is Sose, and it definitely was the big part of their life. It seems Tamtawan kept it even after their breakup. Even though they broke up, they slowly shows affection for each other, even if it's hard not to see it. Tamtawan went to bed, but Patapi never goes into his room. I mean, the last time Patapi went into Tamtawan's room was when they had sex. It's the next day, and again we see the females doing the work. I am so sorry. I really don't know why I am bothered by this, but I am. Also, GMMTV, Why you doing this? Why? Must it always gonna be a girl? Like, you killing off the females when it comes to like the parents, and now you're making the females do all the work here? Give us the reason. But with the pressure of work, Kaoki got sick and ran a fever and then fainted. Then we see Patapi went to go wake up Tamtawan, but he hears Tamtawan talking and he tries to listen. When Patapi asked Tamtawan who he was talking to, and Tamtawan lied and said he was just talking to the cat. Okay, Nudie really took care of Kaioki even though she doesn't like her. It shows she cares a little. But looking back, it turns out when Kaioki was dating Young, Nudie liked to be around Kaioki, even learning about photography and all things camera. The only thing that really changed was the fact that Kaioki broke up with Young, and that is why Nudie stopped communicating with Kaioki because Nudie wanted to be with wanted to be beside Young as like support him with the breakup. But now that everything is all good, I mean whatever. But I feel the reason Young and Kaioki broke up is because Kaioki secretly likes Nudie. Then we're back to Patapi, who is with Tamtawan. It's the first time for a long while Patapi is not annoyed by Tamtawan. I have no words for this one, but I feel it's best to leave it like this, so thank me later. But we in the present day, and everything they try, no, every time they try to get internet, something destroy the moment and the flow. On this case, it's Trinat. Trinat came unannounced and uninvited, knowing Patapi would be there. Turns out, Trinat was the one Tamtawan was talking to on the phone before Tamtawan was interrupted by Patapi's call. Trinat called to make a deal to work together with Tamtawan, but Tamtawan said no, but I feel like Trinat do not seem to like to take rejection nicely. Patapi got angry and cursed at Tamtawan, and poor Tamtawan didn't get a chance to clear things up, and Patapi got Tamtawan upset. Tamtawan ended up going with Trinat. While packing to leave, Patapi thought of he never take action towards Tamtawan to show he cares. Like back then when Patapi went shopping and left the house door open and let the cat escape, and because Patapi was focusing on having sex or wanting to have sex with Tamtawan, he completely ignored it and they had an argument. Now remembering about that, the cat which was inside of Tamtawan's room, Patapi went to check on the cat. Upon finally entering the room, Patapi saw every pictures of them, even the lip balm that Patapi bought for Tamtawan. Tamtawan broke it off, but yet he kept all these memories. With that realization of things, Patapi raced out to find Tamtawan. We then reached to the cafe, and Trinat is happy to be working with Tamtawan. But Tamtawan told Trinat that he only came to teach Patapi a lesson. Tamtawan then stated that he told Trinat over the phone that he doesn't want to work with Trinat, and the timing is perfect so he can fully tell Trinat this in front of his face. We see Patapi at a distance who reached the cafe and saw them inside. Everything started to play out in Patapi's head and how he took action and how Patapi risked his life to save the cat. I love this. I love this, Patapi. Now it's your turn to protect your man. That day when he was searching for the cat, Tamtawan called the police and that's when Patapi came with the cat. Now after that, Patapi dragged Tamtawan home in the present day and confessed that he went into Tamtawan's room and saw the couple's photos of them and asked why he still has them even though they broke up. Why did he lie? Potapi is no fool. He knows Tantawan is lying and asks Tantawan about still having the lip balm, and Tantawan lied again and said it's a different one. Potapi went into taste, and that's all the proof he needs. It was all a lie, and that taste ended up to making love. But the next thing you know, they start having sex on the blue sofa. We then see the end credit of Tantawan thanking Potapi with saving and bringing back the cat home. Okay guys, that is the end of my recap on episode 5 of This X Morning. Stay tuned for my recap on episode 6.